Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary, but the good news is, if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe and put you on the fast track to becoming debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Just visit nationaldebtrelief.com. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of five-star reviews and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Let today be the day you start turning things around. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you may qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Forget the latest and greatest marketing tricks. Heck, forget the shiny new gimmicks. Why? Because sometimes old school is simply the best. And these 3 marketing campaigns are going to help prove it. You want to know what they are? Stay tuned and find out.
Being an entrepreneur sounds like, yes, another new client. I did it. But it can also sound like, I am really not understanding this technology, and I'm feeling so overwhelmed. Am I even cut out for this? That's why I started the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, to help infopreneurs, coaches, and course creators who want to build a business online, but are battling technology, overwhelm, procrastination, and even imposter syndrome. Think successfully, think differently, think bigger, and take action by learning tips from an array of business owners, all dropping knowledge on the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast. Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
What is up? What is up? What the heck is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to another dose of old school marketing learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and as many of you know, I have been in the coaching and course creation online space since like the 90s. So got a little experience under my belt, but yet here I am still learning. But I think more importantly, the question is, who are you? And to me, my friend, the answer to that is infinitely more important. I think you are a driven entrepreneur. Perhaps even an infopreneur that is here because you're ready to start, restart, or kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And one of the key ways you see anybody out there building an empire is with marketing. And like I said in the start, right, you need to forget all those marketing tricks that we're seeing out there. All those shiny new gimmicks that keep popping up. It seems like every single day. And if it's not every day, it's certainly every week. Why should you forget them? Because I think old school is the best. And you know, don't get me wrong. I fall prey to those marketing tricks and some of those shiny new gimmicks. But time and time again, I go back to the old school campaigns and they work. Over and over and over again. And it was funny is I'm going to share with you 3 money-generating campaigns that you need to institute right now. And any one of these campaigns can become a bedrock of your business. But if you integrate all 3 together, you can really watch your sales soar. And I'm going to save the best for last. I really like the tip I'm going to give you on the last one, but I'm going to save that little juicy nugget for the end. So let's start with number 1. Marketing campaign number 1, an oldie but a goodie, coupons and discounts on a clock. Very important. Just don't keep rinsing and repeating your coupons and discounts. They got to be on a clock. See, here's the thing. This one, it's as old as dirt. And the reason it's old as dirt is because it still works wonders. There you go. In fact, I think it works even better in a troubled economy. Why? Because people are worried about making their money stretch a little longer. You know, we've all been in that space where we have too much month at the end of the money. Yeah. Maybe you're having one of those times right now when it comes to your business. This one, if you're having it, here's the thing. Your clients are having it. Your prospects are having it. So get a discount or a coupon with a deadline in front of it. Get that discount and that coupon with the deadline in front of an eager audience of buyers and watch your sales come flying in. Now, don't get me wrong, right? You still got to pay attention to the other pivotal points of marketing. You're going to need a good headline. You're going to need to share those benefits. You're going to need to have some proof of your product that it works. But essentially, what's going on here is your campaign is all about the discount. And it's that discount that is going to expire soon, right? We've all seen it. We've all fall prey to it. And it works. But here's the cool thing I think about that is the fact that maybe someone's been looking at your product for a while and you have this $9.97 product and they're like, yeah, I believe in it. I see the social proof. It seems like the perfect product to solve my problem, but I don't know if I want to buck up $9.97 right now. Then they see you drop the price for a limited period of time to $7.77, $4.97, whatever it might be. Yeah. See, you can use this method in your ads to brand new customers as well as some of your established clients, right? Someone that's inside your sphere of influence might be ready to step up their level to your next level. Maybe it's your high ticket product and they're like, oh, $4.997, man, I'm not ready for that. Yeah. A great offer to the right audience, a great offer to the right audience with a very tasty discount is quite often all you need to make additional sales. And yes, you can continue to offer that discount or those coupons forever in your ads, since your ads are generally always going to be in front of a new audience over time. But you need to remember to change the expiration each time. Now, I'll say that you can keep doing it forever, but I highly recommend you do not, that you put some space in between this particular offer. Otherwise, it does wear out its ROI. It will still work as long as you're showing it to a new audience, as long as new folks are seeing it for the first time, and you can do that with some cleverly done retargeting. That way, this special offer ad this special discount ad only shows up to folks who haven't seen it before. So in that perspective, you can do it over and over and over and just let it run. But I generally find that if you could truly do it and say, hey, for the next 30 days, bam, do it. Or the next 14 days, bam. And then you just don't do that offer. Use one of the other two we're going to be talking about here momentarily. And that helps you rotate them through. And then you can change the messaging and change the pacing. And as you learn new things about each offer and how it works and try the little tweaks, change one thing and reinstitute it and then rinse and repeat and just keep getting better and better. Okay. Offer number 2, make them qualify. Yeah. Think about this. You've done this, right? You've signed up for some offer and they actually, we need to get you on a qualifying call or you need to answer these questions, right? When everyone is shouting from the rooftops, all your competitors, all those folks that are trying to steal your clients away from you, they're up there shouting on the rooftops, buy from me, I'm better than them, I offer this, I offer that. Well, maybe that means it's time to make your customers qualify for your product or service. Now, this particular campaign works better for higher price points. The higher the price point, the better this works. If you get a $27 offer, I'm not qualifying for $27, right? But if you do have a higher price point offer, this one is just magic. You're flipping the sales dynamic in this particular instance from convincing them to buy to qualifying to buy. Yeah. And you'll be shocked at how this resets your own attitude, let alone the attitude of your prospective client. Now, what you want to do is you want to explain to your prospects that here's the thing, and this is a very true statement I'm about to make. Not everyone is a good fit for what it is you offer. There it is. Boom. But you're like, Tracy, no, my offer works for everybody. No, it doesn't. And you don't want it to work for everybody. And even if it does work for everybody, you don't want to buckshot your offer out to the world. You want to do some targeted marketing to a targeted group of folks. And then sure, when you target a specific niche of folks, maybe mompreneurs that are in their 30s with 2+ kids, yeah, you'll find dadpreneurs and solopreneurs. You'll find all the other preneurs out there. But what you'll find is you're able to target and really get those qualifiers in there. But let me get back to this particular offer. Again, you want to explain to your prospects that what you're offering isn't a good fit for everybody, and that you don't have, maybe it's that you don't have the time to work with just anyone, all right? So now you make them go through a short application process, right, with some qualifying questions, and then they book a quick little phone interview. Could be 15 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be an hour. In most cases, the prospect is going to spend the time on that phone interview telling you why you should pick them over anyone else. Yeah, you see how the dynamic just kind of flips on its ear? They're selling you on them versus you selling them on your product or service. And this one is really great if you hate pressuring people into buying. This is a great technique for those folks. Clients will walk away happy, you walk away happy, and everyone has a chance to say no to anyone they don't want to work with. And in the big scheme of things, there are people out there you do not want to work with. So this is a great campaign to run to filter those guys out, or those gals. All right, campaign number 3. And this is the one I'm saving the best for last, right? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Okay, so this is a reason why you never saw me leading the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let me restart that one. Oh my God, I kill myself. I'm so funny. I'm not funny, but that's okay. Campaign number 3, give it away. Online marketers, you see, I think everyone who's in any bit of marketing, they know this one inside and out. Yet sometimes we just tend to forget these bedrock campaigns that the marketing industry, let alone the online marketing industry, have been built upon. Think about someone as big as McDonald's does something like this several times a year. And what they will do a few times a year is they'll offer up a free cup of coffee to anyone who walks in. No purchase required, right? They just walk in and say, can I have a free cup of coffee? Sure, here you go. And the reason they do this is because it brings new people into their store who may have otherwise gone to Arby's or Wendy's or just anywhere else or just gone right past them entirely. And these new folks and the old folks that come in, they usually buy something else to go with the coffee. And since the cup of coffee is really very inexpensive, you'd be surprised at just how inexpensive it is, McDonald's usually ends up making even more money on the days that they give away coffee. Now, we've all seen the marketing campaigns out there. Maybe we've bought into them where they're giving away a book for the cost of shipping. Okay, which is fair, right? Except here's the thing. The shipping cost usually covers the cost of the book, the cost of the advertising, as well as the cost of the shipping. Now, the next time you see this particular ad placed in front of you, sometimes the smart marketer will even go so far as to say the cost of getting the book to you, which is everything I just mentioned. The cost of printing the book, the cost of advertising, and the cost of shipping that book to you. They've done the math. They figured it out. Well, the cost of the book is $1, and the cost of the advertising is $2.50, and the cost of shipping is $3.50. So I'm going to charge them $7 or whatever it is. Yeah. Now, here's what happens. They have a new customer, and yet it costs them $0 to get that new customer. The new prospect acquisition it's a self-liquidating offer. Oh my God, my tongue just keeps tripping over my eye teeth today, and I can't see what I'm saying. It's a self-liquidating offer, and many marketing sales funnels begin with this type of free offer or self-liquidating offer if you're paying for something. But even the free offers and these self-liquidating offers will be immediately followed by a paid offer. That paid offer makes enough sales to cover the cost of the advertising. The funnel is financially self-liquidating, and the marketer is building a list for $0 cost at the end of the day, right? So pay attention to some of these. And here's one of the greatest things about being an entrepreneur is you start watching sales and marketing pieces with a different eye, right? You're looking at this going, okay, that was pretty good. They actually made me stop and look at this. And when they do make you stop and look at it from your business perspective as well, right? Okay, so if you have a course for instance, I'm always talking about, I'm a big proponent of having a course. Then what you could do, you could give away a module for free, right? If you have a book, maybe you give away a chapter or 2 chapters. Or you do the, you can have my book for free, just pay for the cost of shipping, right? If you perform a service, and a lot of folks say, well, I can't do the thing you're talking about, Tracy, because I perform a service. Well, maybe you can give away a small one-time service to qualifying prospects. Maybe if you do some sort of online marketing services, one of the things you can do is a free Google analysis, and there are tools that will give you all the analysis done, and then you can just turn over the report to them, right? Or maybe it's something you spend 15, 20 minutes on, and isn't a new prospect worth 15 or 20 minutes of your time? Heck, isn't a qualified prospect worth a little investment in time, and then you hand them over some data that they can find beneficial, and they're going, wow, that was amazing. Yeah. And then they rethink their opinion or their position on buying from you. And maybe they don't buy right away. Maybe they buy later. The point is, you're putting that investment out there. What you put out to the world tends to come back, just like karma. Huh? Okay. But I think at the end of the day, no matter what type of business you run, any or all 3 of these campaigns could be adapted to your products and services. So here's what I think you should do right now. Pick which one of these you think you should try. It's the holiday season, right? People are in a buying frenzy. They're in a buying mood right now. So pick one of these. Do you want to do a self-liquidating, give it away offer? Or do you want to make them qualify? Or do you want to do a coupon with a clock, a discount with a clock? Right now, it's a great time today. You could do a 12 days of Christmas, and if you have 12 different angles you can come at, you can do one of those a day. You can say, for today only, you get this. And then the next day is a different one. Today only, you get this, right? And you can just keep repeating and find which ones really resonate with your prospects and as well as your clients. And that's one of the things I don't want you to forget. Don't just do this on people that don't know who you are. Use these same campaigns on the people that do know who you are, right? And you'll really find maybe one type of campaign works well outside your sphere of influence, and a different one works even better inside your sphere of influence. But the magic only happens if you pick one and give it a shot. All right, you get out there, you run your race, you get your results, and then come let me hear about it. Seriously, email me, tracy@darkhorseschooling.com. Tell me what tip or idea you came away with, how you put it into action, and what results you got from it. Who knows, maybe even bring you on the show and let you share your story and your product or service with my audience. Until next time, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.